Hey, what's up? This your man, the True Elohim, coming back at y'all with another video breaking down the significance of supporting the carbonated business, motivation, and of course the everyday struggles of this thing we call life. And on this video, I want to talk about how society, the masses of society, are sleeping sheep by choice. And the reason I say that is because if you look around and you see how people choose to live. You see that every time, especially if you're one of those people who are awoken, if you're one of those people who are conscious, you will definitely notice when you go trying to tell people about the truth and what's really going on. You will definitely notice that people will act funny towards you, even people you don't even know, even people you've never even seen before. They will act funny towards you before you even get to say a word to them. And this is because because that light is shined on you. This is because you're illuminated. You're an illuminated person. You're an illuminated being, and they see that there's something special about you as soon as they look at you. And they hate that. So instead of hearing you out and wanting you and allowing you to vouchsafe that knowledge to them, that ulterior knowledge to them, instead all they want to do is just try to debase you and put you down and try to screw you over, like I said, instead of letting you say whatever it is that you have to say, because they feel like they feel like they're they feel inferior to you. They see that they see that special light on you, and it makes them feel some kind of way about themselves. And these people are envious of you, and they're envious of the fact that you don't, first of all, you don't look like everyone else. You don't look like everyone else. You don't think like everybody else. They're envious of the fact that you don't carry yourself like everybody else does. You don't, they don't like the fact that you don't believe the things that everybody else does. They see that you have your head in the right place and you have evolved your mind beyond the artificial intellect that we are born into when we first come into this world. We evolve when we first make our way into this matrix system. They can't understand it. So now what they want to do is they want to try to feed off your energy, and they want to try to drag you back down and break you back down to their low frequency. They feel like, oh, who do you think you are? And now they want to start to attack you. They want to start trying to drag you back down to their frequency and cause you to be just like them. And like I said, they go about this by trying to attack you financially, trying to attack you spiritually, and sometimes they may even try to attack you physically. And you may feel like, why does it seem like everywhere I go, I just can't seem to get away from people staring at me like they have a problem? Every time I turn around, somebody just sitting there looking at me like they, like something is wrong with them. This is why. Because they see that there's something about you that they don't see in other people. They see a special illumination upon you that they don't see upon other people. This is how you know that you are chosen. And it's how you know that you are one of the elect. You're one of the elect to stand up and get the truth out there. And people are sleeping sheep by choice because they just don't want to. Let's take the music industry for example. People just don't want to listen to anything real. That's why you have a lot of artists out here, like I said on one of my last videos. It's why you have a lot of these artists out here who are slept on, A lot of these artists out here that's talking realness are being slept on, and they're being overlooked and underrated, and they're not being given the recognition that they're worthy of, because people are jealous of them, and they don't want to support them, and they don't want to hear what they have to say. They don't want to hear about the content of their music. If you're not talking about some nonsense, such as what the media pushes for their agenda, like drugs, guns, violence, sex, women. If you're not talking, or the two, a genre regarding one of the two sexes, women disrespecting men, men disrespecting women, and pushing that homosexual agenda, if you're not talking about any of that stuff, then the people are not interested. There are a lot of artists out there who have been mainstream for a while, who have been talking about the things that the radio plays, that the media wants to push. But the second they got on some real shit, people closed their ears to them. The second they started talking about how the government is poisoning the food and the water and the air, people close their ears to them and turn their backs on them. Like Prodigy. Let's take Prodigy for example. And he was another one that was taken out by the secret society, because he came out with that album Hegelian Dialect, exposing, how 9/11 was an inside job, and talking about how corrupt the government is, and how the food and the water is poisoned and the air is polluted. When he was first in his duo, when Prodigy was first in the duo Mobb Deep with Havoc, he was talking about killing niggas. He was talking about all this, talking about women being in the club and all that stuff, right? But as soon as he grew up and got more mature and started talking about that real shit, he started talking about the food, started telling us about how the food was poisoned, the water's poisoned, the air is polluted, 9/11 was an inside job, you know, it's a spiritual war. People, nobody really was talking about that album, because, that's not what the people want to hear. If you, like I said earlier, if you're not talking about guns, drugs, money, sex, and women, the people are not interested. And it's very sad. People would rather see these people. These are the people that society would rather see suffer and die. Be homeless in the street with nothing, and suffer and die, before they see them succeed and be able to change lives. And be able to get the truth out. These are the people who society do not want to see. Yeah, these are the people who society does not want to see burgeon. Society does not want to see them prosper or gain or obtain any measure of opulence, because they just, these are the people who society marks targets on and aims to screw over. These are the people that people choose to attack. The ones who choose to get the truth out. The ones who are trying to open people's eyes, open people's third eye, and help them see that everything we know to be reality is just a delusion. This whole thing is just a matrix reality. It's a fake, it's a fake game. you know, and just trying to tell us about school and everything. How school is a joke. The water's poisoned, the food is poisoned, the air is polluted. The government is corrupt. These are the people who they attack. The ones who try to get that ulterior knowledge out there, the ones who inculcate the truth. But yeah, hit that like button and subscribe. Let me know if you agree or not with the things I'm saying in the comments. Peace.